ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां विषये भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतो वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तमा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। नत्वा श्रीभारती तीर्थविद्यारण्यमुनीश्वरौ
नत्वा श्रीभारतीतीर्थविद्यारण्यमुनीश्वरौ
अधीमहे पञ्चदशीं कैवल्यपदसिद्धये।
अधीमहे पञ्चदशीं कैवल्यपदसिद्धये।
पंचमहाभूत विवेक प्रकरणे 98तमः श्लोकः। भूतभौतिकमायानामसद्वेत्यन्तवासिते
भूतभौतिकमायानामसद्वेत्यन्तवासिते
सद्वस्त्वद्वैतमित्येषाधीर्विपर्येति न क्वचित्।
सद्वस्त्वैतमित्येषाधीर्विपर्येति न कश्चित्।
तदद्वैतात् पृथक् भूते द्वैते भूम्यादिरूपिणी।
तदद्वैतात् पृथक् भूते द्वैते भूम्यादिरूपिणी।
तत्तर्थक्रियालोके यथा दृष्टा तथैव सा।
तत्तदर्थक्रियालोके यथा दृष्टा तथैव सा।
एतत् श्लोकपर्यन्तं दृष्टवन्तः। येषु श्लोकेषु उक्तः अस्ति ज्ञानात् परं ज्ञानिनः दृष्टिः कथं भवति इति उक्तम् अस्ति। जगतः लोपः न भवति ज्ञानात् परम्। भूत भौतिक मायानाम् असत्त्वे अत्यन्तवासित्वे अत्यन्त दृढीकृते भूतानि आकाशादीनि पंचमहाभूतानि भौतिक ब्रह्मांडादीनि भौतिक भौतिकानि माया तेषाम् असत्त्वे अत्यन्तवासि दृढीकृते इत्युक्ते मिथ्यात्वे मिथ्यात्वे सिद्धे सति बुद्धौ सम्यक् बुद्धौ मिथ्यात्व अवगमनं भवति। यदा भवति सिद्धे सति सद्वस्तु एव अद्वैतं वस्तु सद्वस्तु ब्रह्म सद्वस्तु इति एषा अद्वैत बुद्धेः निश्चयः यदा भवति निश्चिते सति सा एषा दीहि कदापि न विरुद्धा भवति। एषा दीहि कदा विरुद्धा न भवति। इत्युक्ते या अद्वैत बुद्धिः या अद्वैत सिद्धिः बुद्धौ भवति सा बुद्धिः एषा बुद्धिः सा बुद्धिः न विपर्या न क्वचित् एषा बुद्धिः न विरुद्धा भवति। पूर्वं ज्ञानिना यत् जगत् द्वैतदृष्ट्या दृष्टं तदेव जगत् ज्ञानात् परं यथा पूर्वम् अभवत् तथा एव भवति। यथा लोके दृष्टा तथा एव सा दृष्टा एव। सत् अद्वैतात् सत् अद्वैतात् सत् भूम्यादीनि पृथक् कृते अर्थक्रिया इत्युक्ते अर्थः प्रयोजनं क्रिया व्यवहारः। यथा लोके पूर्वं लोके दृष्टा तथा एव सा भवति ज्ञानात् परमपि। सा दृष्टिः न तो अद्वैत विरुद्धा दृष्टिः। After knowledge, the world doesn't disappear for the jnani. That is what the author says in this shloka. यथा लोके अर्थक्रिया पूर्वं दृष्टा तथा एव सा भवति ज्ञानात् परमपि। The world doesn't disappear. Advaita doesn't mean after knowledge of Brahma, Advaitam Brahma, Sat Brahma, the world becomes lopaha, disappears. The world doesn't disappear. Then what goes away? Ka vedaha asti jnani ajnani ajnanayoga ka vedaha. The satyatvam of the jagat goes away. Satyatva buddhi jagati ya satyatva buddhi purvam asits tasya apagamanam bhavati. In other words, mityatva buddhi jagati mityatva buddhi nishchaya bhavati. Therefore, एषा बुद्धिः अद्वैत therefore अद्वैत बुद्धिः न विपर्या न क्वचित्। Sat vastu advaitam iti. Yada atyanta vasite. Yeshadihi kvachit na viparya iti. It will not be contradictory. Jagat has got vyavaharika satyam. All the transactions will happen as it had happened before. But Jnani knows it is mithya. Then what is the difference? Vyavaharika sat is not paramarthika. Even though it is sat, it is not absolutely sat, vyavaharika. It is mithya. Mithyatma buddhi. Jagati mithyatma buddhihi dhrida bhavati jnanat param. In other words, satyatma buddhi. Jagati satyatma buddhihi goes away. All the transactions happening, therefore the jnani remains free. That is what said in the shloka which we saw. Therefore, there is no contradiction. Putra asti viparya viruddhat viruddhatvam atra nast. Therefore, the Tikakara says sadvastunaha advaitatta buddhihi kadachit na vihanyate vihanyate vipuraka dhatu na vihanyate doesn't get lost. Chitte dridam vasite sati viveka dhyanabhyam mityatve chitte dridam vasite sati. When the Advaita Buddhi is dridam, Sadvastunaha Advaita Buddhi will never go back, even though all the transactions in the Vyavahara, which implies Advaitam, that being there, but Advaita Buddhi na viganyate kadapi na, it will not be contradictory. Na viganya kadachit na viganyate ityartaha. The Tika to the 99th shloka we have not seen. The author says, Nanu, Bhumyadina masatve vidushaha, Vyavahara lopaha prasajjeta iti ashantya. Bhumyadina, this prapancha jagat, Bhumyadina, Brahmanda, Brahmandadini, Brahmanda, Bhuvanani, Bhumyadina, Bhumi, etc., Bhuva, Swaha, ityadi, Lokanam, Asatve, when they are Asat, Vidushaha. For Jnanis, it is Asat, Asatve, Sati, Vyavahara lopaha prasajjeta, it will result in Vyavahara lopaha. There will not be any more Vyavahara for the Jnani. Iti ashankya, the doubt may come. In order to clear the doubt, the author says here, Vivekena Mithyatva Nishchaye api Bhumyadeke Swarupa Upamardhanam na Swarupa Upamardhana Abhavat na Vyavaharaha Lupyate iti aha. Swarupa Upamardhana Abhavat. Bhumyadehe Vidyatve Nishchaye api. Mityatvam Vivekena Mityatvam that is Bhumyadinam Asatve Vidyatve Nishchaye Sati api Bhumyadehe Bhumi etc. Bhumyadehe Swarupa Upamardhana Abhavat na Vyavaharaha Lupyate. Bhumi etc. there as they are Vyavaharika Satya. Vyavaharika Satya. So they are not get destroyed. They will not get destroyed. Upamardhana Abhavat. They are not destroyed. You cannot physically destroy them. So Vyavaharaha Upamardhana Abhavat Vyavaharaha doesn't disappear. Vyavahara will continue. Iti aha. Sat Advaitaditi. Vyavahara will continue as it was before. Tata Purvam, Tata Drishta, Tata Sa. Tata Purvam, Tata Drishta, Tata Sa. Therefore, the Jnani with Advaita Buddhi, the Jnani with the Advaita Buddhi is the Advaitam is Tatparyam. Therefore, the Jnanam, the Advaita Buddhi, being there, it transacts with the world, which implies Dvaitam. So therefore, because the transaction is there, it doesn't mean that Dvaitam will come back. It will replace Advaita Buddhi. No. Once Advaita Buddhi, Jnanam happens, it happens forever. It removes the it removes the confusion with regard to the Jagat. The Jagat confusion means the Jagat which was taken as Satyam, that is removed. That Ajnanam, Adhyasa Nivrittihi abhavat. Adhyasa Nivritya, Ajnana Nivritya, Adhyasa Nivrittihi. Therefore, with clear vision, the clear mind, he can transact with the Dvaita Prapancha, with Advaita Jnanam. That is no problem. Tatra kapi shatihi nasti. There is no loss in that. In fact, any amount of mithya vastu can be accommodated in this satya vastu, because mithya cannot touch satya. So therefore, satyam being what it is, because of which the mithya padarthas, mithya vastus are there. Therefore, mithya jagat. Therefore, mithya jagat can since cannot touch satya vastu. Therefore, jnani enjoying satyat buddhi with regard to this, the sat sadvastuni satyat buddhi, jagati mityat buddhi. Therefore, transacting the jagat is not a problem for the jnani. Therefore, the jagat doesn't get disappears. Upamadam jagataha upamadam na bhavati. Vyavaharaha bhavati eva. Vyavaharaha na lupyate. Doesn't disappear. Otherwise, what will happen? Suppose after jnanam, the entire jagat goes away. Then what will happen to the other jiva? The entire jagat collapses, physically destroyed. Then it is what will happen to the other jiva? Then it is the destruction for the other jivas. Other jivas without getting jnanam and therefore moksha, what will happen to them? And another thing is after jnanam, the jnani, because of his prarabdha, thank God, because prarabdha is that therefore he continues, therefore he can transfer this jnanam to his disciple. Otherwise, after jnanam, if jnani himself disappears, goes away, then there cannot be any transfer of this knowledge. Then there cannot be sampradaya. Then there can be no more jivan muktaha. So jnani continues. Jnani continues in the Dvaita Prapancha, enjoying Advaita Buddhi. And therefore only there is teaching, there is sampradaya. So neither the Prapancha, Dvaita Prapancha disappears, nor the Jnani also disappears. Both continue. Jnani, with this Jnanam, being free, interacts with the Dvaita Prapancha. So, and therefore, this Dvaita Prapancha cannot create dent in the Advaita Jnanam of the Jnani. So that is what the author says in this shloka. Now the next shloka, Shatatama shloke, Dhyarya Muni, it brings in the other Darshanika, other Darshana. That is the Sankhya Ityadaya. So what do they say? What is their objection? Let us read. Sankhyakanada Bodhadhyir Jagat Vedo Yatha Yatha.
Sankhyakanabodhayai jagadvedo yatha
उत्प्रेक्ष्यते नेखयुक्त्या भवद्वेष तथा तथा
उत्प्रेक्ष्यते नेकयुक्त्या
युक्त्या भवद्वेष तथा तथा
सांख्य कानाद बौद्धाद्यैः आदिपदात् अन्यानि दर्शनानि अपि सांख्य कानाद बौद्धाद्यैः सांख्य दर्शनम कानाद दर्शनम बौद्ध दर्शनम सांख्य कानाद बौद्धाद्यैः जगत भेदः अनेक युक्त्या यथा यथा उत्प्रेक्ष्यते एषः भेदः तथा तथा भवतु. Acharya bringing all the Dvaita Darshana. Veda continues. Advaita Advaita accepts all the Vedas, but Veda doesn't have reality. So therefore, Sankhya-kana Bauddha-dhyaihi Jagat Vedaha it अनेक युक्त्या उत्प्रेक्ष्यते means उत्प्रेक्षणम conceived कर्मणि उत्प्रेक्ष्यते कर्ता is सांख्यकानाद बौद्धादयः तैः सांख्यकानाद बौद्धाद्यैः jagat उत्प्रेक्ष्यते. Jagat is the karma. So jagat which is conceived of by the Sankhya-kanada Bauddhas etc. What type of jagat? Vedaha utprekshate. Jagat Vedaha you can take it as one word. Jagataha Vedaha Jagat Vedaha compound. So therefore karma is Jagat Vedaha. Sankhya-kanada Bauddhadyehi कर्तरि तृतीया कर्मणि प्रयोगः उत्प्रेक्ष्यते. What? जगत भेदः जगतः भेदः जगत भेदः जगतः भेदः द डिफरेंस तथा जगत भेद रूपेण भाति तद् बाणं जगत भेदः उत्प्रेक्ष्यते. कथम अनेक युक्त्या अनेक तर्केण तर्कैः अनेक युक्ति बहुविध तर्कैः जगत भेदः यथा यथा भवतु एषः भेदः तथा तथा भवतु भवति एव तथा तथा भवतु भवति तथास्तु. No problem. So the Vedaha which is considered of by these Dvaita Darshanas by various tarka, logical reasoning, let it be there. Anekabhihi yuktibihi jagataha jagati Veda Darshanam asti tesham sankyaha kanadaha bauddhadeha tesham Dvaita buddhi asti jagati bhavatu तथा अस्ति तथा भवतु. Who are these people? This Sankhya etc. They are Dvaita Darshanika, Dvaita Darshanam. Sankhya Darshanam. Sankhya means knowledge. Sankhya yoga pratak balaha pravadanti na panditaha. Gita also we use the word Sankhya, but there it is different. But here it is Sankhya is Sankhya Darshanam. Samyak kyagate atmatattvam asmin it is Sankhya. That is what we give. Atmatattvam which is very presented well in the Shastra. That is called Sankhya. But a Sankhya follower, Sankhya is a darshanam for them. The Jagat, the reality is Dvaita. Samyak kyayate. What? Pancha vimshati tattvani. Samyak kyayate it is Sankyam. They present various categories, various padarthas. the reality, the Jagat, the reality of the Jagat, they present very well a form of various categories, Padarthas. Vaisheshikas also, they are also the Sankhya, they are also Dvaita Darshana only. The Sankhya, they present 25 Padarthas. And for them, the main thing is Purusha and Prakriti. From Prakriti only Mahat, from Mahat Ahankara, Ahankara, from Ahankara Manaha, then Pancha Jnanendriyani, Pancha Bhutani, iti Samyak Kyayate. Therefore, they are called Sankhya. But they have the two main principles, Purusha and Prakriti. And they categorize these 25 Padarthas, Tattvas. By that, they explain the Srishti, the creation. That is why Bhagavan Krishna in the Gita borrowed the Srishti Prakaranam of the Sankhya, the idea of the creation, as it is given by the Sankhya Darshana, that we accept. We don't accept the Siddhanta, because the Siddhanta is Dvaita Siddhanta. But the creation part we can accept. That is why Bhagavan also, the 7th chapter, Mama Prakriti Bhinna, Apara Prakriti, Para Prakriti, iti, there he talked about the Srishti. Even in Bhagavatam also, Sankhya Srishti is borrowed. So we can borrow. With regard to Srishti, because Tatparyam is not in the Srishti. Therefore, the Sankhya, the Srishti, Prakaranam can be borrowed by others. We borrow, in fact. We borrow Sankhya Srishti, Prakaranam, and then we explain. Not to prove the reality of the Srishti. To dismiss the Srishti has to be explained. Because our inquiry starts with the Srishti, the Jagat. We question the Jagat. Who is the creator of this Jagat? Therefore, it has to be explained. For that, Sankhya is very much important. And the author of Sankhya Darshana is Kapila. Dvaiti. They're all Dvaiti. They are Veda Darshanam. Purushas are many. Therefore, Veda. Purushas are many. And Prakriti. Purusha and Prakriti Dvaitam. And among the Purusha also, there are many. But these Purushas are Asanga Purusha. These Purushas are Asangha. Therefore, it looks somewhat close, similar to Dvaita. But still, they are Advaita only. Because for them, Prakriti is real. Purusha is real. And among the Purushas also, each Purusha is different from the other. It means there are many Purushas. Many Purushaha and Prakriti. So Sankhya Darshana. In Brahma Sutra, Vyasacharya dismisses Sankhya. Sankhya is the strongest darshanam. If we dismiss Sankhya Darshana, other Darshana stands dismissed. By Pratama Valla Nyaya. In another place also, the Acharya says, Sankhya is strongest darshana. If that is dismissed, other darshana stands dismissed. We don't have to dismiss all the darshana. The strongest one is Sankhya. Dismissing Sankhya is dismissing other darshana. That is why Sankhya is dealt in the Brahma Sutra, and Vyasacharya dismisses Sankhya. Aneka yuktya jagat utprekshate Sankhya kanada bodhadhyaihi. Aneka yuktya. Due to yukti. But the problem is the yukti is not in keeping with the Shastram. For them, the 25 padarthas are real. 25 padarthas are real. Therefore, even though they use the yukti, but yukti is natu shruti, samata yukti tarka. Therefore, since the yuktis are not keeping the Shastram, they conclude Dvaitam. They arrive at Dvaitam wrongly. So Sankhya and Yoga also. Sankhya is Nirishwara Sankhya and Yoga is Seshwara Sankhya. Nirishwara Sankhya do not accept Ishvara. Seshwara Sankhya, that is Yoga, accept Ishvara. Yoga and Sankhya, they go together. Vaisheshika and Nyaya, they go together. Only minor differences are there between. That makes them individual darshana. And between Purva Mimamsa and Uttara Mimamsa, among this is Astika Darshana, Sankhya and Yoga, they go together with difference. That is Ishvara, one accepts Ishvara, other doesn't accept. Vaisheshika Nyaya also, they go together. They are enumerated together. Similarly, Purva Mimamsa and Uttara Mimamsa. Purva Mimamsa, Uttara Mimamsa, but the difference is a big difference between the two because according to Purva Mimamsa, karma gives moksha. So Adi Padat, we can bring all Vaisheshika, Nyaya, Purva Mimamsa also, Adi Padat. Purva Mimamsa gives importance to karma. Karma gives moksha. But Uttara Mimamsa, Vedanta, we don't accept. So, therefore, all these five Astika Darshana, Veda Darshanani. Kanada, Sankhya, the name of the Darshanam. Bauddha, Bauddha Darshanam. Kanada Darshanam. Kanada is Vaisheshika. Vaisheshika propounded Kanada Magarishi. So instead of using the word Vaisheshika, here the author uses the word Kanada. Kanada Darshanam. Kanada is the author. So Kanada, Tadita, Kanada Darshanam. Vaisheshika Darshanam Ityartaha. Bauddha. Then Bauddha. So therefore, they divide the Jagat into Bhuta, Bhautika, Chittam and Chaitanya. So therefore, Jagataha Vedaha Asti Tesha. Yata Yata Utprekshite Tata Tata Yesha Vedaha Bhavatu. Let the differences be there. We don't have any problem. Advaitins do not have any problem with the Veda. We don't fight with regard to the differences which exist in the world, which exist in this Jagat. We don't have problem. Because Jagat as Satyam, but what Satyam? It is Vyavaharika Satyam. Vyavaharika Satya Jagat. Therefore, in the Vyavaharika Satya Jagati, differences are accepted. Therefore, differences in the Vyavaharika Sat Jagat, only in Vyavaharika it is Sat, not Paramatika. Therefore, differences, accepting differences is not a problem. Na viruddhyate. The Mandukya Gaudapada says, Parasparam virudhyantam taihi ayam Vedantaha na viruddhyate. Vedantins do not differ from them. We don't disagree with them in terms of the differences what we experience in the Jagat, the Dvaita Anubhava. So because this is only Vyavaharika Satya Jagat, it means from the standpoint of Paramatika, it is Mithya. Yata Swapna is Mithya from the standpoint of Jagrata Avastha. Similarly, Mithya. Therefore, in the Mithya, whether it is Panchavimshati Padartha, Panchavimshati Padartha or Sapta Padartha, we don't have any problem. So 7 elements or 25 elements or 25,000 elements, it doesn't matter. However, you categorize a Jagat. As Sankhya is categorized Jagat as 25 tattvas. Taihi vayam na viruddhyate. We don't have any problem. There is no viruddha. You can bring in any amount of Veda to the Jagat. That doesn't shake the Advaita. Differences will be there in the Vyavahara. We don't have any problem. We accept that. Yata bhavatu tata. Yata aneka yuktya utprekshite taihi tata eva bhavatu yeshaha vedaha. The differences are fine. The differences in Mithya are fine, no problem. But there is no difference in the Satya. Satyam and Mithya, they are confused, they are mixed up and confused and taking the Paramarthika Satya to be Dvaitam is a problem. That is where we differ. So from this, the Satya is without a second. That's why Advaitam. Advaitam Satya, Advaitam Brahma. That Advaitam Brahma, which manifests in the form of Jagat, and in the Jagat there are different padarthas. Let it be there. What is the reality of the Jagat, and therefore the padartha, the karyas, they are mithya. So therefore, in Mithya, any number of differences be there. Aneka yuktya, jagati ya vedaha, yaha vedaha utprekshate, taihi, sankhyakanada bauddhadyaihi. Tata bhavatu, tata tata bhavatu, yata yata utprekshate, tata tata bhavatu eva. You don't have any problem with it. So therefore, Jagat, Bodha Vishaye, with regard to perception of the Jagat, Asmakam Vivadaha Nasti, Tesham Krute, Vivadaha Nasti. We don't have any objection, Akshepaha Nasti. That is what the author says here. Nanu, Satatvasya Advaita Rupatve, Sankhyadibihi, Sankhyadibihi, Abhidiyamanasya, Vedasya, Kutaha na Nirasaha Kriyate Ityashankya. The Veda which is conceived of by the Sankhya, etc. Kutaha na nirasaha. Why it is not rejected? Iti. Because the truth is Sat, which is Advaita Sat. Satatvasya Advaita Rupatve. Sat, which is Advaita, the form of Advaita, which is Advaitam. Sat, then the Dvaita Vedasya, Dvaita Vedasya, which is conceived of by the Adiyamanasya, Utprekshamanasya, Sankhya Dibiki, Kutahana Nirasaha. Why it is not dismissed? Ityashankya. Vyavaharika Vedasya Asmabihi, Vyavaharika Vedaha, Vyavaharika Vedasya Asmabihi, Abhyupagatvat, it is Abhyupagam, that is Abhyupagamanam, Abhyupagavatvat, Na Tata Nirasaya, Na Tata Nirasaya, Pretyate, Yatyate, Karmani. Asmavihi na prayetyate. We don't attempt to dismiss the Dvaita. Tan nirasaya, Dvaita nirasaya, Veda nirasaya, Asmavihi na prayetyate. Asmavihi na prayetyate. Prayatnam na kriyate. Vyaharika Vedasya apipagamatvat. Yani also perceives the Dvaita, Prapancha. So therefore, with regard to Anubhava, Dvaita Anubhava in the world, in the transaction of the world, that cannot be dismissed, need not be dismissed. Why should be dismissed? It is fine. Vyavahara can happen. But the Vyavahara, the Dvaita Anubhava cannot challenge. Dvaita Anubhava cannot challenge Advaita the Satyam. That's what we always say. Anubhava doesn't prove the reality. Whether it is for Jnani or Ajnani. Jnani and Ajnani both enjoying the Upadhi, therefore they have to transact the world. So in terms of Anubhava, with the Jagat, that remaining same, but in terms of Jnanam, there's a huge difference. Therefore, Dvaitasya, Vyavaharika Vedasya, Abhibhagavatvad, na tate nirasaya, asmabhihi, prayetate, prayatram, kriyate. We don't attempt to dismiss this Dvaita, Dvaita Jagat, because it is Abhyupagatatvad. That is a hetu. Because there is Abhyupagamanam of this Dvaita Prapancha. So therefore, Tata Nirasaya na bhavati. So, Abhyupagamanam, Abhyupagamanam, Abhyupagatam, Abhyupagachati, Abhyupagaram, Abhipurvaka, Upa, then Gamanam Gamdhatu. We agree. We agree with the Abhyupagamanam, we agree. We concur. We concur with the differences in the Vyavaharika. Therefore, the Nirasaya, Asmabhiki na prayetate, prayetam kriyate. We agree means we perceive. Jnani also, Ajnani, like Ajnani, Jnani also perceive the Dvaita Prapancha. It transacts with the Dvaita. But he is not touched by it. नैव किञ्चित् करोमीति युक्तो मन्येत तत्त्ववित् पश्यन् शृण्वन् स्पृशन् जिघ्रन् अष्टन् गच्छन् स्वपन् श्वसन् प्रलपन् विसृजन् गृह्णन् उन्मिषन् निमिषन्नपि इन्द्रियाणि इन्द्रियातेषु वर्तन्ते इति दारयन्. Gita Bhagavan has said so beautifully. Naiva kinchit karomiti. That is the difference. That makes all the difference. Jnana makes all the difference. Jnani pashyati, shrunoti, pashyan, shrunvan, sprishan, jigran. Everything he does. Indriyani indriyateshu vartante. Agam naiva kinchit karomi. Iti yuktaha. Manyate. Iti. Then the next shloka. Next shloka, Purvapakshi says. Let us read 101. अवज्ञातं सदद्वैतं निःशङ्कैरन्यवादिभिः
अवज्ञातं
अवज्ञातं
सदद्वैतं
सदद्वैतं
शैर्यवादिभिः
एवं काक्षतिरस्माकं तद्वैतमवजानताम्
एवं
एवं
क्षतिरस्माकं
काचिदस्माकं
तद्वैतमवजानताम्
तद्वैतमजानताम्
अवजानन्ति मामूढाः in Gita also comes अहम् अद्वैतं ब्रह्म ईश्वरः परमेश्वरः अवजानन्ति मामूढाः अवजानन्ति disregarding dismissing upeksha avajnatam is not samyak jnatam. Ava is the upasarga. In fact, it is negative. Avajananti upekshitam ityartha avajnatam. Sat advaitam, sadadvaitam, nishankaihi anyavadibihi. Anyavadibihi, anyaihi, vadibihi, sankyadibihi. Sankya, Kanada, Bauddha, dibihi. Nishankaihi. Sat, which is advaitam, avajnatam. Without any doubt, Anyavadibihi, this avajnatam de karmani prayoga. Avajnatam nya avapurvaka nyakta pratyaya karmani. Karmanikta avajnatam utprekshitam. Without any doubt, they dismiss. Who dismisses Anyavadibihi? The Dvaita Darshanikaihi. Dvaita Darshanikaihi, Dvaita Darshanaihi. Utprekshitam bhavati. What? Advaitam. Sat Advaitam. Advaitam Sat is utprekshitam avajnatam. Evam का क्षतिः अस्माकं. What is the loss for us? अस्माकं का क्षतिः. एवं तत् द्वैतम् अवजानताम्. द्वैतम् अवजानताम्. We dismiss द्वैता. द्वैतम् अवजानताम्. द्वैतम् उपेक्षमानानां. We would dismiss द्वैता. अस्माभिः का क्षतिः. एवं का क्षतिः. What is the loss? अस्माकं. We, what do we do? Tat dvaitam avajanata. We would disregard dvaitam. What is the loss for us? Means, if Purvapakshi says we dismiss dvaita, then we say you dismiss. We don't have any problem. Nishankaihi, you dismiss. Purvapakshi says we dismiss. Without any doubt, we dismiss dvaitam. We said dismiss, no problem. What is the loss for us? Loss is only for you, not for us. Anyavadibihi. Asmabihi anyavadibihi iti Purvapakshi says. Sat advaitam nishankehi avajnatam. Please do it. Asmakam kakshatihi. What is the loss for us? Sankhyaadayaha anyavadinaha kim kurvanti advaita tattvasya nirakaranam kurvanti. Advaita tattvam anadritavantaha. They disrespect. Tatra advaitasya anadare asmakam kakshatihi. Tesham kimasti advaitam eva satyamiti shastrena yat pratipaitam tatra tesham Nishankaya, without any doubt. Advaitam na pratipaditam iti. Tesham matihi. Tesham ashanka api nasti. Advaitam satyam va iti ashanka api nasti. Therefore, nishankaihi. There is no doubt. Doubtlessly, they dismiss Advaita. That is what the Shastram reveals, Advaita. But they doubtlessly, what sort of their conclusion is, and they disregard anadritavantaha, anadaram krutva taihi, dvaita prapanchaha, taihi kim kriyate, dvaita prapanchaha, dvaita jagat satyam iti, siddhantitam bhavati taihi, dvaita jagat satyam, dvaitam satyam iti, tesham siddhantaha. ततो श्रुति श्रुति ततो श्रुति ततो किंतु तत् न श्रुति श्रुति सिद्ध श्रुति प्रमाण सिद्धम श्रुत्या तत् न उक्तम किंतु तैः निश्शंकैः द्वैतस्य सतः द्वैतस्य निराकरणं कृतवन्तः तेन अस्माकं वेदान्तिनः श्रुति अस्माकं वयं श्रुति प्रमाणम् आश्रित्य एव वदति अद्वैतं सत्य इति अद्वैतं सत्यं द्वैतं जगत् मिथ्या इति श्रुति प्रमाणम् आश्रित्य एव वयं वदामः अतः मिथ्याभूतस्य द्वैतस्य अनादरे अस्माकं वेदान्तिनां का क्षतिः अस्माकं कापि क्षतिः नास्ति avajna disrespect. We can disrespect the world, no problem. Disrespecting the world, disregarding the world, because the Jagat, the world doesn't enjoy independent existence. When we say Jagat, Jagat Asti, that Astitvam of Jagat, from where it had come. We dismiss the Jagat, but not the Astitvam of the Jagat, the existence. Whereas they dismiss Astitvam and they take only the Jagat. But what they say is, logically, they're according to their Tarka, Jagat and Brahma. So Jagat is one, Brahma is one. So 1 plus 1 must be 2. 1 plus 1 must be 2. This is logically speaking. Tarkika, Aneka Yuktya. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. Big Yukti. It's a big Yukti. 1 plus 1. Jagat is 1 and Brahma is 1, Sat Brahma. Therefore 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. But you are saying 1 plus 1 is equal to 1. Therefore you have problem. No, we don't say, we say 1 plus 1 is equal to 1. The Mithya is not 1. Mithya doesn't count. It's Nama Rupa. Like we have pot and clay. Pot plus clay is equal to what? Pot plus clay. One part, take only one part. 1 part plus clay is equal to clay alone. Pot is nothing but Nama Rupa. The substance is only clay only. The substance of the pot is nothing but clay alone. Therefore, it is all the way clay. Clay plus clay is equal to clay only. Pot is reduced to clay. When you analyze, you are saying yourself to be a logical person. Apply logic and see what is the reality of the pot. Pot is nothing but clay. Therefore, clay, the pot plus clay is equal to clay plus clay is equal to clay alone. Not just one part. Take 10 parts. Take millions of parts. Millions of parts plus clay is equal to what? Billions of parts, Dvaita, so many parts. Binnaha, Padarthaha, differences are there. Different types of parts, different sizes, plus clay is equal to. Will it become Dvaita? Still it is clay alone. Advaita Mrityeva. That is what true is. Therefore, disregarding the Dvaita is not a loss for us. Ignoring the world, avajna, disrespecting the world, ignoring the world is not a problem. But Anyavadibihi, Sankhyaadibihi, Kim Kritam, Shankaihi, Advaitam Avagyatam. That is the problem. In fact, that is the objection of Purva Pakshi. You disregard the this Jagat. Therefore, they therefore saying that they disregard the Dvaita, but we say this Dvaita doesn't count. Any number of Padartha plus Satvastu is equal to Satvastu only. Therefore, Anyavadibihi do not, the Dvaitam is not, Dvaitam na ganyate, Asmabihi, Anyavadibihi, Advaitam na ganyate, Asmabihi, Dvaitam na ganyate. Advaita Garana, Hanihi Bhavati. Dvaita Aganana, Kapi Hanihi na Bhavati. If you don't count Advaitam, you have problem. Pot, when we say clay plus pot when we say Gataha Asti, that Asti. You are not counting, you are not considering that Asti. The Asti unto the Astitvam, the pot resolves. What is the pot? Unto the existence, this Nama Rupatmaka Gataha is resolves. Pot first is reduced to clay, clay further reduced to its particles, powder, down the line, atoms, molecules. Finally, it has to end in Astitvam. So, not counting Advaitam and considering Dvaitam, you are disregarding Advaitam. That is the loss for you. You are dismissing the Shastra. You are applying Yukti and you say you are following the Shastra, but you are not following Shastra. Shastra cannot be the Pramanam for Dvaita Siddhi. Because Dvaitam can be proved by other Pramana. Why should we need Shastram? Therefore, Dvaitam, which we negate, doesn't cause any loss for us. And this Dvaitam is Nishankehi, this Advaitam is Nishankehi Avagyatam, Bhavadbihi. That is the loss for you. Advaitam is not considered by you. That is the loss for you. Whereas what we do, we dismiss Dvaitam. Avajanatam, Avajanatam, Asmabihi, that is we, Asmakam, Dvaita Avajanatam, Tad Dvaita Avajanatam, Kakshitihi. We don't, there is no harm in dismissing regarding the Dvaitam. This is how the author here counters the opponent. When the opponent says, we dismiss the Advaitam, we say we dismiss Dvaitam. Okay, tit for tat. No, dismissing Advaitam is a loss for you. That person has to realize that Advaitavadi has to realize. Ignoring Mithya is not a problem, but ignoring Satyam is a problem. You are throwing the baby along with the bath water. Then there is no way for you to get moksha and get released from this samsara. Because Dvaitam is Satyam, then what is your moksha? Moksha is freedom from this sense of limitation. This Dvaitam. Dvaitadhi bhayam bhavati. And you hold on to Dvaitam. Therefore, Anir moksha prasangaha. That cannot be moksha for you. You revel in Dvaita. You don't revel, but you suffer in Dvaita, the Dvaita samsara. Samsara is nothing but Dvaita. So, therefore, where is moksha? What is moksha for you? There is no moksha. There is no mukti. Jivan mukti, videha mukti. Not there. The person has to continue as a samsari. He was born samsari, grew up to be a samsari, and died being a samsari. All the way it is samsara. For whom? For those who disregard Advaita. That is the Sankhya, Kanada, Bauddha, Daya, Tesha. Whereas Advaitinam, Asmakam, Dvaita, Avajanatam, Asmakam, Ka Kshatihi, Kapi Nasti. We don't have any loss. In fact, what we get, understanding, we become free from the hold of this Dvaita Buddhi, this samsara. Samsara is nothing, this Dvaita Buddhi. Dvaita Buddhi, samsara, Advaita Buddhi, that is Jnanam, that is moksha. Jnanat mokshaha. Therefore, Dvaitas continues to suffer in samsara. Advaita, they get released from the samsara. they become Jivan Muktaha. The author himself is going to say Jivan Muktaha, Videha Muktaha Bhavanti iti. For what is the loss? Disregarding which, what is the loss? That one has to think. Dvaite avajnate, dvaiti sati, dvaitavadinam anihi. Advaite avajnate, Shamatam. Advaite avajnate sati, dvaitavadinam anihi kshatihi bhavati. Dvaite avajnate sati, advaitavadinam ka anihi. Advaite avajnate sati dvaitavadinam hanihi. Dismissing Advaite avajnate. Dismissing Advaita is a loss for, when they dismiss the loss for Dvaitavadis. Dvaite avajnate sati asmakam Advaita vadinaha ka hanihi kapi nasti. In fact, Dvaita has to be given up. The Dvaita buddhi, abhimana with the upadi. That alone is the cause for samsara. It has to be given up. How it will give up? How it is given up? You cannot give up the upadi. The abhimana with the upadi, the buddhi with the upadi, the dvaita buddhi that has to go. The satyam and mithya which is mixed up in our cognition, in our buddhi, the strong cognition, that has to be replaced by the right cognition, that is jnanam, that is advaita. Upadi being nitya, it is just nama rupa. So therefore, because nama rupa, it has got only vyavaharika sat, that is dismissed. And what is the content of me, content of the jiva, which is atma, chaitanyam alone, and that is remains untouched by the upadi, that shines all the time. Knowing that to be the advaitam, brahma, jagat karanam brahma iti, mokshaha, moksha prasangaha, mokshaha. Therefore, dismissing dvaitam, there is no loss for us. Dismissing advaitam, there is heavy loss for the dvaitavadis. That is the tatparya of this shloka. Nanu pramana siddhasya sattvedasya avijñā anupapanna iti ashankya aga. Nanu pramana siddhasya sattvedasya avijñā anupapanna. Sattva Veda, the Veda which is seen in the Jagat, that is real for the Dvaitis. And that they say Pramana Siddhasya, Pramana Siddha. What Pramana Siddha? Sati Pramana Siddham. It is Anya Pramana, not to Shruti here. Pratyakshadi Pramaneki, Siddhasya, Sattva Vedasya, the Veda, the differences. Avajñā, dismissing, disregarding. It is not proper. Iti, if Dvaitavadis say, for that we say, Yata Anyavadibihi, Sankhyaadibihi, Nishankehi, Shrutyadi, Siddhya Siddhasyapi, Sat Advaitasya Avajñā Kriyate. Yata Anyavadibihi, by other Darshanikas, Sankhyaadibihi, without any doubt. They don't have doubt with regard to Dvaita. They accept Dvaita, they dismiss without doubt, they dismiss Dvaita. Their yukti is like that. Self-destructive yukti. Sutyadi siddhasyapi. What this sat, which is Advaita sat, therefore tasya avajñā kriyate taihi. They dismiss, avajñā kriyate, disregard this Advaita sat. Shruti yukti anubhava avashtambena asmabhihi tadiya dvaita anadarane kim hiyate ha dhatu loss. Karmani priya. Kim hiyate asmabhihi ka hanihi ka kshatihi ka kim hiyate. What is the loss for us? We who have the dependency, or who have the adhara, avashtambana means support of Shruti, Shastram, Yukti, the Yukti in keeping with the Shastram, Shruti Mata Tarka, and Anubhava. Shruti, Yukti, Anubhava, Avashtambena. We have the support of Shruti, Yukti, and Anubhava, Avashtambena, Asmabhihi, Tadiya Dvaita Anadarane. Dvaita anadara, disregarding the Dvaita. Dvaita anadaranaya. Dvaita avajnatena. Anadarane. Kim yate, what is the loss? Dvaita anadarane asmakam kim yate the aksheparte prashnaha. Kimapi na hiyate ityartaha. Kapi anahi kshatihi nasti. You don't have any loss. Ityartaha. The next shloka that we will see. This chapter is going to end. Another few shlokas are there. In 110 or some shlokas. We'll complete another 2-3 classes. We'll stop here. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Dhanyavadaha.
धन्यवाद गुरुजी.
धन्यवादः जी
धन्यवाद शरण जी.
धन्यवाद.
धन्यवादः शरणजी.
धन्यवाद.